People have been travelling by sea to Scotland's Western Isles for millennia. Pilgrims passed by on their way to Iona, the birthplace of Celtic Christianity in Britain. Today, the traders of the past have largely been replaced by visitors who come to islands like Mull to enjoy glorious scenery and spectacular wildlife. It's easy to see why. These waters, warmed by the Gulf Stream, are part of a marine protected area, one of Scotland's largest. Rich in life, they support a colourful and complex marine ecosystem. Mull's landscapes are full of beauty and drama, but despite its rugged demeanour, nature has been unravelling here for years. Many of the wild animals that once lived here are long gone, and the diverse and vibrant Celtic rainforest, which once fringed Mull's coastline and stretched high into its hills, is reduced to mere fragments and threads. Today, overgrazed hills, stripped of their essential nutrients, dominate the map. A landscape laid bare. The demise of Mull's natural assets reflects people's use of this land. Charcoal pits around Loch Spelv hint at a once thriving industry hungry for timber. Dilapidated stone cottages tell the story of poverty, the clearances, and the arrival of sheep, and more recently, the proliferation of red deer for stalking, events that have all taken their toll. Without action, urgent action, nature will continue to unravel. In the absence of young trees and the complex vegetation communities that allow woodlands to function, Mull's unique rainforest will soon disappear. We can no longer bury our heads in the sand and assume all is well. But imagine if alongside traditional land uses, Mull was part of a pioneering movement to restore wild nature. Imagine if a different approach provided new opportunities for people to connect and reconnect with the land. Just south of Craignure lies Torosay Hills. Some might say this is a typical island landscape, unremarkable perhaps, but Torosay is different, for it has a 150-year vision for the future. The owners of Torosay Hills are driven by a passion to return ecological balance to this denuded landscape, to enrich the soils, to nurture the return of the Atlantic oak woodland, providing niches for a far broader range of wildlife than exists today. Bluebells and wood anemones, two woodland plants growing on the open hillside, hint at the relatively recent disappearance of trees. Pollen analysis points to the presence of a lush deciduous woodland, which persisted here for 8,000 years. These diminutive flowers provide a glimpse into what's missing and what can be restored. But this is not just for nature. A flourishing wild environment brimming with life will provide a catalyst for change. A wilder and better connected native forest network will improve soil quality, purify air and water, and store more carbon. The River Lussa, bordered by hazel and willow, providing nutrients for insect life, will become more productive for salmon as they return from their epic journeys, travelling thousands of miles through both salt and fresh water to bring life to a new generation of these miracles of nature. This wilding process cannot stop at the water's edge. The Earth is a living planet made up of dynamic interactions that take place between land and sea, plant and animal, weather and tides. We are all living at a time when the pressures on our natural systems are greater than ever before. This corner of Mull might seem nothing more than a dot on the global map, but this rather unremarkable landscape could become something truly remarkable, an inspirational beacon towards a more sustainable world, connecting with other dots on the island and beyond. A wilder landscape is not a threat to people. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to forge a new relationship with wild nature, and in doing so, to forge hope for our children and for our children's children. The journey towards a richer, more sustainable world begins here.